Hi, g'day, it's Nev back again with the second of these videos, and I'll fix up that silly mistake that I made on the first one. If we are looking at the code we've just written, we're running the, here we are, I've just sized this up and it's changed again. When we ran the Google here for different scenarios, I just typed in paper and it's telling me the user choice is scissors, and that's because, let me just reduce the size of this solution window down here. Right, just cleaner if we can look at it on one line. I did want to have my pseudocode visible, but it can come back later. We just want to check that we're on track with the pseudocode. Now, I've got user choice here, which is the text user choice space. Just to show how this is working, I'll put a little dash in it, but I forgot to change here. So I need the variable user choice. And so let's run now. Control S to save that code. Run here, rock. And here it's telling me my user choice is rock and my computer choice is rock. That's less than 0.3. Let's do it once more. Paper. My goodness, keep coming up. Paper, and so user choice was paper, and this is above 0.3. We've got to do it one more. Let's do paper again, and oh my goodness, once more. Let's do scissors, and yes, my user choice is scissors, and my computer choice is rock. Just to be consistent, I might put a dash in there. Once more, rock. Oh, I forgot to save. So if I didn't save, Control S, then my change will not come up there. Okay, and now I've got my little dash in here, rock, rock. Okay, so that'll be a tie when we do our next bit of code. So we're up to date. Let's just check this with our pseudocode here. It's just a little bit big across the page. Okay, the pseudocode is basically saying that we need to ask if it's less than 0.34. We've done that. Slightly out of order, paper, scissors. Oh, rock, paper, scissors, done. So we are here, print computer choice, we've done that. So we've now got to go on to this. We can do this directly using document.write for each of these lines. It's a bit of a muck around, or we could do a function. Good to learn functions, so I'd rather do it as a function, and we'll call that function at the end. So if I'm going to put a function in here, I'll just type function and tab. Give that function a name. Let's call it compare. And I'm going to compare user choice with computer choice. And I'm not sure why I didn't bring these up. And computer choice. All right. And again, curly bracket and down, down. Give myself a little space here. And this is a series of if statements. So let's go if and open bracket, computer choice is equal to, now I have to go equal to user choice. Oh, I should have gone the other way around. I'll do computer choice equals, I'll do user choice because I generally have got my user first. So if user choice, in other words, if I've chosen rock and the computer's got rock, then we are going to have enter, then I'm going to return this result. Return bracket, this is a tie. Alright, so now again another if statement. So you can see here that is corresponding to the one that's highlighted here. Okay, and the main function bracket is corresponding to this one here. Alright, now another statement, maybe I can just copy that statement. Copy, throw it in here. If user choice is paper, I might start off with the rocks, do 2 rocks. So if the user choice is rock, and you'll notice I'm using a lowercase rock. We'll probably get errors if we use uppercase, but we'll test that later on. Eventually, if we use radio buttons, then there'll be no problems with the case because it'll be set. Alright, now obviously the result is not a tie. We don't know yet what our computer is, so we're going to have another if statement here of what is going to be the computer choice. So if bracket, now it's coming up, computer choice equals, and if the user is rock, and we can't have another rock, it's dealt with in the if statement above. So let's go paper. Now rock and paper, the paper wraps the rock, so the user is going to lose. So you lose. And we'll throw a few exclamation marks in there. Alright, we want another one of these. So hang on, I've made a bit of a mistake. I forgot my curly brackets there and my other curly brackets. So, oops, no curly brackets. What happened then? Control Z. Control Z. Okay, I'll put my second curly bracket down here, the closing curly bracket, and now I'll get rid of that one there. Usually the closing curly bracket will be on a separate line, so it's there. Notice that it did the indent for me. Alright, so I've got one option there, copy. If I do a second one here, if the computer choice was scissors, remember as the user I am a rock, so rock and scissors, I'm going to win. And a couple more exclamation marks. You win. Righto. So now this whole format could be copied and pasted 3 more times, or 2 more times. And we've just got to get our act together. We've got rock here, let's go paper. If we've got paper starting, then I could have rock and scissors. And if I've got scissors. And if I've got scissors starting, then I'm going to have rock and paper. Now, we've just got to get the wins and losers right. There's a lose there, copy. If I am paper and rock, the rock is going to wrap the paper, so the paper will lose. So that one's correct. Paper and, hang on, paper wraps the rock, so that one is win. Paper, so this is lose, Control V, lose. Okay. If I've got scissors and rock, I'm going to lose, so that's correct. If I've got scissors and paper, the paper's going to wrap the rock. So right. So we're looking reasonably good here now. We've got to finish off our if statements here with a document.write function. Document.wr, tab, open the brackets. I want to say result is space. I might even do result is colon. And I want a plus. And we're going to call the function now. And we're going to call it with the variables user choice, tab, and computer choice. There it is, tab. And that should do it. We've got to go out there with a colon. I'm notorious for forgetting colons, so here we go. Colon, 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 colon. Now, the big question will be, will it work? Are we ready to try it? Control S over here, and let's go rock. And, wow, my goodness. So the user choice is rock, the computer's chosen rock, so the results are tie. That's correct. Let's try again. Let's do rock again. And here we go. Rock and scissors. So the rock is going to blunt the scissors. That's worked. That's amazing. Let's go scissors. And scissors and paper, you win. Now, just as a further check, I'm going to do paper with a capital P. Let's see if that works. Paper, scissors, result is undefined. So we can't work it out with our comparison. So later on, we'll check and we'll put in a check for that. But we're in business. That's enough for now. Well done.